Just wanted to do a quick, like spur of the moment live, like I always like to do. Talk about these Scream 6 leaks, as it says in the title, in the description, on the thumbnail. Spoiler free. I ask you not to post spoilers on this video. There will not be any comments on the replay video once it goes into replay mode. However, I am going to allow comments during the live so we can actually have a discussion. As if anyone shows up. If no one does, everyone just watch it on replay. I just wanted to give a few thoughts on these leaks, because they're going around. Honestly, at this point, most of the people I know have had it spoiled for them, which is awful. But I wanted to talk about it because I heard someone else talk about this, and they had a really good outlook on it, and it's one I thought was worthy of sharing. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes, see if anyone shows up, all that jazz. If not, I'll go ahead and dive into it. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching a replay, if you're watching the live, hope you're all doing well. We're getting really close to the premiere of Scream 6. I think just over 2 weeks now. This Thursday will be 2 weeks, in the US at least. If you're overseas, I know you lucky dogs get a little early. But in the US, as we know, the 9th of March, for me personally, 5:30 p.m. was the earliest showing, so that's when I'm going to be seeing it. So yeah, that's just a little over 2 weeks. Like I said, I think it's 2 weeks from this Thursday, which means it's, at this point, 17 days, maybe 16 days and 20 something hours. And it's a shame that these leaks happened so early, because let's be honest, normally leaks do happen. But they happen a little closer to the release date, so people have had more of a time to turn off social media, to unfollow certain hashtags on Twitter, to kind of save themselves. But this just happened so early on that it's kind of hard for people to miss. And once it happened, like, the initial leak got taken down very fast, and that's one of the things that makes me think it's legitimate. I've heard a lot of people make the argument that the leak could be fake. What's up, Denisha? I've heard a lot of people make the argument that the leak could be fake. They could have filmed a fake ending and everything, and that is 100% possible. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but what I am going to say is, if their whole point was to leak a fake ending to throw us off, because it has been revealed that they did that for part 2, they did leak a fake script on purpose to throw people off. The difference here is, script is just words on a page. You can pay someone in the background to write a fake script while you're actually filming. You can't, it's an entirely different thing to actually film something, and this leak wasn't just names on a piece of paper. This was actual footage. I unfortunately got that spoiled for me, as well as the killers. I've had a few clowns decide to go on a spamming spree on a couple of my videos. I think there's been about 5 people at this point that'll just randomly pop in an older video, still Scream 6 video, but pop into an older video and just comment, hey, da-da-da-da. And I catch it pretty fast because I have notifications on my phone just for that reason. Usually there's like about a 2-minute delay between when the comment's posted and when I get it, and I immediately go delete it. So I got the text. I got people just saying, hey, these are the killers. But I also had someone like direct message me on Instagram on my, what's up, Sarah? On my like open account, my YouTube account, and send me a video saying it was a new trailer or a new TV spot. It was actually the footage. So back to the original comment, it's one thing to write a fake script to throw people off. That's what happened for part 2. We know they've been doing that kind of consistently, and that's why people think this could be fake. Personally, I think it's an entirely different deal to actually record, like to actually film something like a fake reveal like that and leak it. And if they did, good on them for getting ahead of it, but it felt too real for me, and like they put a real person's name on the footage. Like that's the thing. Like you can see a like a studio employee's name watermarked on the footage. And if you Google this guy, it takes you to his LinkedIn profile. Like it's a real person, or at least what if they went that far, if they went down that far of a rabbit hole to create a fake person, a fake LinkedIn profile, then watermark this fake person's name on fake footage that they've released or filmed just for the intent to release, to throw us off. If they went that far, they better get an Oscar for this movie. Personally, I don't think they went that far. I do think, unfortunately, the leaks are real. But here's the point that another person made that I really love, and I think it's the best way we can look at this, because to be honest and blunt about it, there's nothing we can do about it now. There's nothing that Radio Silence can do about it now, which it sucks, because they've put a year of like hard work into this, and a little bit more, because I assume they had something planned, like before Scream 5 came out. I assume there was some sort of plan already. So they put a lot of work into this movie, and with that leak happening, I've heard a couple people say like, "Oh, I hope they, maybe they can go in and fix it or something." And I'm like, there's not enough time. Like at this point, 2 weeks. When it came out, it was 3 weeks before the movie comes out. Like the theaters probably already have their copies of the movie. The merch is already there. Like there's nothing they can really do at this point. And like I said, to be blunt, there's nothing we can do at this point, which really sucks. I just want to say, hey Alex, hey Sarah, Denisha, I see all y'all in the chat. I'm just kind of going on a rant here. But the best way to look at this, and it's a like I said, it's a comment I heard someone else say, and it really made me take it into perspective. And before I say it, I will openly say before this, it does suck that it was spoiled. It really does. But the positive way of looking at it is this. How many times can you watch a Scream movie and get that get that reveal? You can only watch that one time. Like you only can watch that Scream movie, a new Scream movie, one time having the mystery. And the positive way of looking at it is, do we all stop watching the Scream movies after that first time? No. We watch them hundreds of times because they're good movies, because we love them. And that's the way I want to look at this movie going in. Like, yeah, I had that reveal spoiled for me, but I'm probably still going to love the movie. I love part 1, and I know who the killer is 20-something years later, and I watch it at least once a year, and I still love it every time. So I think that's a good way to look at it. Like, yeah, we know something about the movie now, but we know something about 1, about 2, 3, 4, 5. We know something about all the movies. We know everything about 1 through 5, but we still watch them and we still love them. Now, these leaks have taken that initial surprise away from us, that first viewing surprise, but they haven't taken anything else. And on top of that, there's still so much we don't know about this movie. Even with the chance that the leaks are fake, if the leaks are fake, then we don't know anything about the movie. I mean, let's just be honest. If that leak is fake, like, once again, good on them. But even if it's not fake, there's so much we don't know about Scream 6 that I'm still going into it like I know nothing, because I really do know just about nothing. And that's just, I wanted to look at it that way, because we're all kind of down and it sucks. Hey, stylish guy, removing you, buddy. Congratulations. And here's, here's a that exactly thing right there. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. I hope none of y'all in the comments saw it. I got it as quick as I could. Yeah, Alex, I hope that just now wasn't the leak you got, because I'm trying to keep it off of here, and I've turned all of comments on my normal videos, and my community posts off to keep it from happening. Like I said, they do still unfortunately get in there. I try to delete them as quick as possible, but I don't know what inspires people to do that. Like, I don't know. They want attention. That's clearly all it is they want attention. And here's the thing about it. They're really not doing anything. They're regurgitating something else that they saw online, and it takes zero work, zero creativity, zero intellect to do that. And the pure fact of the matter is, no one is going to remember their names. That's all it is. Like, no one is going to remember their name. Stylish Guy, this is as famous as you are going to be right now. Congratulations. Once Scream 6 comes out, this video, I'm going to be honest, it's my video. I hope it does get rewatched. Once Scream 6 comes out, this is probably never going to be watched again. This is as famous as you're going to be. No one will remember your name. Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. I wish it hadn't happened. I wish the leak at the beginning wouldn't have happened, but like I said, there's still so much of the movie. That leak was like 12 seconds, maybe, like a 12-second video of a 2 hour and 3 minute movie. So there's still 2 hours and 2 minutes, if you round up, that we haven't seen. Even with what we got in that leak, and what these 2 people or 5 people or so are spreading around the internet, because it seems to be the same, like, few people just going around and spamming different people, and like they're going, like, big names on YouTube have gotten it spoiled. James from Dead Meat, he's a huge horror channel. He posted on Twitter that he had someone spoil it for him. Lee over at Drum Dums, unfortunately, he had it spoiled for him. There's been a ton of people. It's almost inescapable at this point, which is sad. There's no reason to do it at all, but yeah, it just, I'm holding, like I said, I'm holding on to the positive side that, like I said, if you take into that 12-second leak, if you take that into account, there's still 2 hours and 2 minutes of footage of a movie that we haven't seen. There's so much more that can happen in there. Even if you know part of where the destination is, you can still enjoy the journey to get there. So that's the way I always look at it. And yeah, Alex, it's, I don't know, there's things, and here's the thing. A lot of what they're sharing about this leak footage isn't even the whole truth. They're making it seems like the world is crashing down once you know this, like that piece of information, the spoiler that they keep posting everywhere. But to be honest, it hasn't, and it sucks. Like I said, it really does suck. But the fact of the matter is, we have so much more to look forward to than just that one 12-second portion of the movie. And I'm just trying to bring a positive spin to this, because I think there needs to be a positive spin. And the most positive way to look at it is look at it like it's fake. It's already been reported that I think I already removed him, Denisha. He's already gone. I'm not even going to tolerate it on here. There's no timeouts right now. If you post it, you're gone. Like I'm not gonna deal with it. I already know, which once again sucks. But if I can save other people from knowing and have them enjoy the movie better, I'm gonna do that. Um, yeah, it yeah, it doesn't. Stylish guy, if you're still here, it doesn't matter if it won't be them. It doesn't matter if they're red herrings. The fact that you came in here and regurgitated some stuff you saw online saying, hey, these people are the killers or this person is the killer, why would you do that? That's not a theory. That's not something you came up with. That's that's something you saw online and you're like, hey, let's post it somewhere else and try to ruin it for other people. What's Put some thought into your post at least. Like, hey, I think it's this person because of this. That's what we do. That's what I do. That's what Sarah does. That's what Denisha does. Like that's the whole point of this. That's the point of these YouTube channels, is to theorize, to have fun with it. To say, I think it could be this person because of this. Like, I thought Jack Champion, this is weeks ago, for a stupid reason. I thought Jack Champion was suspicious because most ghost faces at some point in the previous movies wear blue flannel or blue plaid. And in one of the trailers, for a split second, you see Jack Champion wearing a plaid shirt. Like, that's a fun theory. Or that's at least making some connection. That's not just seeing a post online or seeing leaked footage and then popping in and saying, hey, it's these people. That's, like I said, zero creativity, zero intellect behind it. Don't do that. There's no reason for it. It literally said in the title, no spoilers. Yeah. Sarah, did you see it? Sarah, did it just get spoiled for you? Oh my gosh, Sarah, I'm so sorry if you just saw it for the first time. I tried to delete it as fast as oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I tried to delete it as fast as I could. Y'all, this is like, and that's another thing. Like, I know, but here's another thing that, because I've heard some people say, oh, well, it's just a movie. It's not just a movie. Like, people worked hard on this movie. Like, it's projected, it's in the tens of millions of dollars for opening weekend, and there's YouTubers who make their living talking about this stuff. Like, there's YouTubers whose livelihood is literally coming up with theory videos, breaking down trailers, breaking down, like, reactions. If you spoil it for them, then you're literally kind of taking their livelihood from them. And when they can't even have a live stream because you risk their subscribers or their fans getting it spoiled, then you're taking something from people. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I know you said it's not my fault, but it really just sucks. Here's the thing. I know this is no spoilers. Like I said, there is no spoilers. I will say, for anyone who hasn't seen the footage and is just seeing what these trolls are doing and saying, because what you saw here a few seconds ago, if you saw it from Stylish Guy, that's the exact same thing that's being posted across comments on YouTube. That's the exact same thing you see everywhere. I don't want to give anything else away from the footage, but what I will say is there is more to know. That's not the whole story. What they're saying is not the whole story. We don't know why. We don't know how. We don't know when. Like, there's so much more to this that people aren't talking about. And there's just so much more to it. I don't want to get Let's see, Thomas. 1 second here. There you go, Thomas. I believe you are now a standard moderator, my friend. Blucka. What's up, Blucka? Don't know what is worse, being spoiled who the killers are, the secret cameo, the deaths, or the supposed original script. So, if it's original script, I wouldn't mind that because we know that it's changed. They said it had to change because Sydney was a big part of it. And so for me, I don't think that would have been a spoiler because I think they would have, I think it would change enough that it still wouldn't spoil the new movie. The secret cameo, while it would suck to know that, I don't think it would affect the story. Now, having the killer spoiled is, in my opinion, the worst one. I don't know what y'all think in the comments. If you had to pick, in the chat there, if you had to pick between having the secret cameo, the original script, or the killers, I think it would be pretty obvious that having the killers would be the worst because, I mean, that's how you're going to view the story. That's really significant to the story. Excuse me. So, yeah, it just, I don't know why. Like I said, I wish I knew why people did that, but there's just no rhyme or reason to it. And they just kind of, I don't want to say they ruin it for everyone because I don't think it's ruined personally. That was, part of my entire reason for doing this live stream is I wanted to say, just like I said, give a positive outlook. Yeah, we do know part of it. We know part of it, but we still love and rewatch Scream 1 through 5, even though we know all of it. So there's still so much potential in this movie that I'm not worried. And I hope y'all can find a positive outlook on it as well and still go into the movie and have a great time, because it's gonna be, I'm predicting it's gonna be a great movie. And we already know, this is kind of funny, it's projected to have the biggest box office opening of any Scream movie. The next closest box office for a Scream movie is what is often referred to as the worst of the franchise, Scream 3. Scream 3 actually had the biggest box office opening of any Scream movie. I think it was around 34 million opening weekend, and Scream 6 is projected around 36 to 37 million. So it's gonna have a great box office. I think Jenna probably has a part to play in that, if I'm being honest. So it's gonna be a great movie, I think. I don't think we're gonna be disappointed in it, and I think we're still... Exactly, Bob. What's up, man? I think it's still gonna be a great movie too. Like, even if what we know is true, we got to think of, and I've said it so many times already, I'll stop saying it, I promise. We got to think of what we don't know. There's still so much we don't know. Has to make over 200 mil to even think about getting money worth. 1 second. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone and the chats kind of disappear pretty quick. Getting money worth making the films. Yeah, I wish I could say what Scream 5 made in total, but I can't. And Scream 6, I think Scream 6 is going to do better than 5, if I'm being honest. Because when 5 came out, Jenna wasn't nearly as popular. 10 million... You mean 100 million in total, Blucka? I assume you mean 100 million, because I know it made it made more than that, like opening weekend. But I think it's going to do really good. I think Scream 6 has the potential to be the highest grossing of any of the franchise, because it's got so many things going for it, and right now horror is just doing really well at the box office, and being honest. Like with the resurgence of Halloween, Smile, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, that had $100,000 budget. That's $100,000 budget, and it's already made over $1 million. That's like 10 times the budget. So like, horror is doing really well right now. So that mixed with the New York setting, mixed with Jenna Ortega being just fire right now, I think it has potential to be the highest grossing Scream movie of the franchise. So yeah, and we know people are excited. Whew, these things are rolling quick. One second here. Sorry, 24 million budget on average marketing budget is 2 to 3 the normal budget. So minimum they spent 72 to 96 million making Scream 5. Oh, I don't know. They didn't make that much. So the budget for Scream 5, I want to say was around 40 million. And that could be for like not including marketing and stuff, but I'm pretty sure like they made money. If they didn't make money, the studio wouldn't greenlit another movie. So, I'm using my phone here. I would tell you, but I look up the stats. But I know 5 made money, and I'm pretty certain the budget for 5 was 50. They made less than 10 million, maybe after everyone got paid. Here's the thing, we love them as movies, as entertainment and everything, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and studios are out to make money. And if they're not making money, they wouldn't greenlit another movie. And I mean, 6 was greenlit before 5. It was greenlit it was announced a week after 5 came out. So they I don't know, Blucka. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the numbers, but Scream has been profitable. And here's the thing: no matter, I think it's after opening weekend of Scream 6, if the projections are right, which is 36 to 37 million, the Scream franchise will be a $1 billion franchise. It will have earned $1 billion in the box office after the opening weekend for Scream 6, because I think we're only like 20 million away. What's up, Jen? Speaking of merchandise, Blucka, so these heckin' popcorn buckets and plushies and everything. I don't know if y'all know Gory B Movie. She's got a wonderful channel. Go check it out. I was on her channel last night. We did a What We Love About Scream 3. It was a very fun stream. But we were discussing the popcorn buckets and everything. Jenna alone is worth an extra 20 to 30 million to the box office. I don't know about 30 million. That's a lot of tickets. Because tickets are what? I don't know where that's going to change so much depending on where you are. I know for me, the ticket was like $15. 15, 30, 20, even if you go on the low end, 20 million from $15. I don't know if there's that many people going to see it just for Jenna. I do think overall she will have a positive effect. Like, I don't think that's deniable, but I don't know about 20 million. Anyways, those popcorn buckets, they still haven't released the tickets, Sarah? What? Oh my word. You poor thing. Like, I get so nervous. Like, I have zero patience on things. So like the day they went on sale, I had a ticket. And someone commented on one of my, because I made a post like, hey, I got my tickets to y'all. And someone commented like, I never worry about tickets. I just go in the day of. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And it works for some people, but I wanted to see the first showing. And by like the first 2 showings at the theater I go to are already sold out. Yeah, Alex, merch. So back to that story. She asked, so she doesn't have any Cinemarks around her either. I have 3 that are relatively close to me, like easy driving distance. I'm like, hey, if you want, I can call tomorrow and see if they have any of the merch. I called today, all 3 of them, and they said they all sold out within 2 days of the stuff going on sale. So there are no more popcorn buckets. There are no more plushies. There are no more cups. Which it's crazy because a lot of people were apparently buying them like in bulk to resell online, and they're jacking the prices way up. The theater manager did say that with the popularity of them, there's a chance they might make another run of them. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're Cinemark, why wouldn't you keep selling them? It doesn't make any sense to stop selling something that clearly is a hot ticket item. It just doesn't make sense to me. But he said that there's a chance, since they're so popular, that they'll do another run. But as of right now, that I know of, the 3 theaters around here, and I even called my hometown up in Tennessee, because I was going to tell my cousin, hey, like, they have them. If you could go get me like 2 or 3, I would greatly appreciate it. And I was going to get them, one for Gory and a couple to do as giveaways on the channel. Unfortunately, I could not get any. I am going to do giveaways on the channel once I reach like 1,000 subscribers. Going to have like a little game show set up. Going to have something. I've thought up some questions that are like very specific niche questions for Scream. What's up, Jake? And I'm going to do, once I reach 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway of the plushie and of the cup. Unfortunately, I don't have a popcorn. I only have the one, and I'm going to be keeping it. But I am going to do a giveaway of the cup and the plushie. So that's going to be once I hit 1,000. Who knows how long that's going to take. Could be a month, could be... What's up, Care Bear? How are you doing? I hope you're killing it too. I'm hoping you're getting close to 500. And we've all been posting to try to boost you there. If you're just coming in, this is originally, like I said, to talk about the leak and the positive outlook on it. In my outlook, just to try to spread the positivity one last time, is if you've had it spoiled for us or for you, it does suck. But the thing I've been trying to look into. Thank you, Denisha. Yeah, 700 was, I didn't think I would get there so fast. But the thing to look at is, if you did have it spoiled for you, think about the other Scream movies, all 5 of them. Even though we all know the killers now, we still love all those movies. Like, that one instant got ruined, but there's so many more rewatches that can happen and still love the movie. So I think we got to have a more positive outlook on it. It does suck, but I don't want it to bring any of us down. I don't want it to truly ruin any of us, because I want us all to be happy and healthy and have a good... what's your percentage on the spoiler possibly being an intentional fake out by... Okay, so here's the thing. I know I've heard several people say they think it could be fake. And that is a possibility. Personally, I think it's a very slim possibility for a couple reasons. And I already went through this earlier, but I will say again, this is what happened. I did have the footage sent to me. So I've read what was, like, people keep posting, and someone even posted it earlier here. I got it knocked out pretty quick. But I've read what people were posting, but then someone also DM'd me on, like, my open Instagram account saying that it was a new TV spot, and it was actually the footage. So I've seen the footage as well as read the comments. I don't think it's fake, for a couple reasons. The fake scripts are easy to do. You can have those being written by someone else while you're filming the movie or while you're writing the real script or something. It's pretty simple to do. But when it comes to actually filming it, having having the actors on on set longer, getting different people in costume, different makeup effects you got to do. It actually takes so much time to film even that much of a scene, and I don't think they would go through the trouble of actually filming it. Writing a fake script, I'm certain they did that. If that would have been the leak, I would say like 90% chance it's fake. Um, oh my gosh, Sarah, or I'm sorry, Carrie. How could I? I'm so sorry. You should have your blue wrench now. Uh, but the fact, and here's the thing. This isn't anything extra spoilery about the footage. It doesn't really affect the movie at all. But on the footage, there's watermarks yeah, cool, Alex. I hope you have a good one, man. There's watermarked an employee's name, and me being the investigative person I am, I Googled that name, and it brings up like a LinkedIn profile. It brings up this person's credits on other movies and work they've done. Here's the problem: if it is fake, then that means they went through the trouble of creating a fake person, making a fake LinkedIn profile, giving them fake credits, then adding, like, recording the fake footage, processing the fake footage, because it was finished footage. The thing that was what it was this footage had been sent to a foreign distributor to be subtitled. So that's apparently, in this person, it lines up because this person's name, if you look at them, they're based out of Latvia. It didn't seem fake to me, so I'm gonna say there's a 5% chance it's fake. Lucka, I would be so happy that Sydney was actually in 6, and here's why. Initially, we were told the movie was going to be an hour and 58 minutes. That was the initial runtime. 1 hour, 58 minutes. Now the movie is 2 hours and 3 minutes, so they've got 5 minutes added somewhere. And I'm just thinking, if they decided to give us a little stinger of old Miss Prescott at the end of the movie, like extra little 5 minute scene, oh, I would be ecstatic. Because I do think there's going to be, as much as I don't want it, although, y'all let me know in the comments really quick before I say this. Do you consider what viewer Anon says as spoilers? So Thomas, that's kind of true. There was Thomas, there was a point of a few days where she was in Montreal. And Blanca, what I was going to say about viewer Anon doesn't relate to Sydney. But I was going to relate to cliffhangers. But I think if Sydney's in it, it's going to be to set up a cliffhanger for part 7. So I'm just going to say, viewer Anon said that this movie doesn't have a cliffhanger. So if that's the case, I don't know that Sydney will be in it. I think the only way Sydney is in it is if there's a cliffhanger and it's literally setting up part 7. There is a surprise cameo, Denisha, that's true. I don't know who it's going to be. I know there's a lot of suspicion around Heather Langenkamp because she had that social media post hanging out with the people and stuff. Initially, I heard the secret cameo was going to be Sam's therapist, but now it's very highly suspected that's going to be Henry Czerny's character. Blucka, did you just hold on a second? Surprise cameo better not be another Dawson's Creek or Mighty Ducks clip. Actually wouldn't. I'm not gonna say I would. I would hate that. Yeah, kind of be hilarious. I hope. Here's one I'll throw out there because, and this probably no one else will have this opinion, but I really loved the Jay and Silent Bob cameo in part 3, and I love how Kevin Smith even gave Wes Craven a cameo in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So I would love it if the fun cameo was actually Jay and Silent Bob, because Kevin Williamson, like, there's more references to Jay and Silent Bob throughout the movie. Throughout the movies, there's like Clerks. The Clerks tape is shown at one point in one of the other movies. There's a lot of references to Jay and Silent Bob in the original, and Wes Craven was in a Jay and Silent Bob movie, so I think it would be hilarious if they kept up that tradition. And the fun cameo was actually like Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. I don't think that's gonna be it, but it would be hilarious. Excuse me. The only problem is, and I said this on the other, yes, Blucka. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. Oh, My Jungle Love. Love that movie. Oh man. The only problem is, I will admit, when I saw that in part 3, it didn't take me out of the movie, but it was definitely a little bit of like, what are they doing here? So if they did it again in part 5, especially with the darker tone this is supposed to have, it would be a little off-putting, I guess. It would kind of throw you a little bit of a loop. Hopefully they do still have the levity, and from the IGN interview they did, it does sound like there's going to have some levity. Cameo could be nothing, could just be a Dewey flashback or another Billy hallucination. I don't know if I would consider a Billy hallucination a cameo at this point. Or I mean, it would be a cameo, but I don't know if that would be worth mentioning for them. A Dewey flashback, though, that would be... A Dewey flashback would hit us all in the gut. That would be... I don't know how to feel about that, man. It's too soon. Borderline too soon for Dewey. Oh, we're still grieving. I know Sarah is still completely distraught over it. I don't think Sarah will ever get over them killing Dewey. So yeah, Dewey flashback would hurt, but also I think it would be. I think it would be nice to see him again. I've said it before, a long time. Sarah says I will not. There you go. I said it a long time before, but I think what could happen is, quick setup here. If you remember in part 3 when Randy sent the videotape, it's there with his sister. If you watch when he's talking, like when he's giving the rules, Dewey's taking notes. Like he's actually taking notes, which I thought was like adorable. But my thought was like, what if Dewey was like, okay, well Randy had a feeling and he recorded this tape. Maybe I should follow suit. So I think it's possible that Dewey knew he was gonna die and maybe recorded something. Like maybe recorded a tape for Gale or for Sidney, because Dewey never got to see Sidney before he died there. So it would be, Bob, it would hit right in the feels. I would probably cry in the theater. Or they can go, the really dark route, like Bipolar suggested a long time ago. Have Ghostface use the part 3 voice changer to call Gale using Dewey's voice. Like, wouldn't that break everyone emotionally? Like, that would break me so hard. Oh. Anyways, here's the thing. I want anyone in the chat here. There's a few of you. I'm gonna be dropping off here in the next few minutes because it's the excuse me, the Lethal Collective live stream is coming up. I just wanted to jump on and and talk about some stuff. Try to bring some positivity to things while I can. There's no spoilers, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say the two people in the footage, even though it's already been put in here. I'm not going to actually say those names. There's something else I do want to say about the footage. It could be considered a spoiler. I will give everyone a chance to leave if they don't want to hear it. I will say it is not officially recognizing any single cast member or character, but there's something else I want to say to bring a little bit of a positive outlook to this whole thing. So I'm going to give about a minute here of talking, and then I'm going to give a countdown so anyone who wants to leave can leave. But I am going to say something about this footage that hasn't been said. So with that being said, Thomas says, I feel like the voice changer should wait until Scream 7 so that it would be like Scream 3. Hopefully we get... Yeah, I think we'll definitely get an 8. However, I don't think 8 is going to be... personally, I think Radio Silence will probably not abandon or leave, but they'll probably move on to other work, to different projects after Scream 7, because they're going to have 5, 6, and 7. They will have their trilogy. So I think Radio Silence will probably leave to go work on other projects. I do think we will get an 8. I just don't know who will write, direct it, all that. And how long it'll be. You got to remember, between 3 and 4, there was 11 years. And between 4 and 5, there was 10 years. We're kind of getting spoiled right now. We're having almost the exact same scenario as the original trilogy, because 1 was 96, 2 was 97, and then 3, because of the unfortunate Columbine situation, was 3 years. So I think we'll get a similar setup, and it would make sense to hold most things to 7, because it does kind of feel like 6 is maybe a transition movie where it's like it's building to 7. And if that's the case, yeah, we're gonna I think we're saving Sydney to 7. I don't think she's gonna be in this movie. I think she's gonna be in 7. So yeah, I think it does lend itself to being at 7. 2.5 hours for Scream 7. That'd be a hell of a movie. Side note, this isn't horror related, but Martin Scorsese, legendary director, just announced his new movie about I think it's Roosevelt. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Maybe Roosevelt, I don't know, or maybe Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover. Anyways, Flowers of the Killer Moon or something like that. Killers of the Flower Moon. Just announced 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's going to Cannes Film Festival at 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to jump off here in about 3 minutes. This is a warning to anyone still here. I am going to be saying something about this footage that has been leaked. It doesn't reveal a character, doesn't reveal Killers of the Flower Moon. That's the it's in regard to Native women and like the rates at which they're like kidnapped and assaulted and stuff, which is atrocious. It is, but yeah, the name of it is Killers of the Flower Moon. It's gonna be a great movie, obviously, but yeah. All right, so I'm gonna count down here from 10, and then I'm gonna discuss this last little piece of the footage. So if you're still here, I want you to know that I'm gonna be talking about that footage for a second. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, from now on, I'm talking about the footage. I do see the number of viewers drop there. Okay, so in this footage, obviously, we know the two people everyone's been saying are Ghostface. Like, we know the names. I'm not even going to say the names, even though we know. What's been left out that no one is talking about, there's another person that that isn't unmasked. Thomas, no, the whole movie hasn't been leaked. There was a 12-second clip of footage that was leaked. In this footage, you see two characters' faces. There you see three people. Blucka, I didn't get sent that clip. But every comment that's been thrown around, even the one that was here, only mentions two people. And they're the same two people across everywhere. What I'm saying is, what's been spoiled for most people is only two killers or two people. What we have to know is there's another. In this clip, we see a ghost face that's not unmasked. The clip I got given, there is a third ghost face that is not unmasked. So there's still mystery there, everyone. Okay, so yeah, Blucka, I didn't send that clip. I don't know if you have it, but the clip, and I'm only referencing this because what everyone's been saying, the comment that was left in here, the comment that's been left on all my videos, all say the same thing. They say the same two names, and they didn't. Yeah, Blucka, let's not like give anything else away, but all the comments all the comments say the same two people. I don't know if anyone else has seen other things. If you're just jumping in because I see the number going up, I am talking about the footage. I'm not giving any names or anything away. But see, Carrie, that's exactly what I'm saying. The same two names have been given away across all videos. The saving grace that I'm saying is, in the footage that I saw, there is still one more killer. I don't know who it is because I haven't seen the longer footage, and clearly all these trolls don't know either because they're not giving that away. So a positive outlook here, once again, is there is another Ghostface. We don't know who they are. Blucka, you may know. If you do, please don't put it in here. I think I know who it is. Like, I have a theory on it, but that's all it is theory. I'm not saying you did, Blucka, and Denisha. I appreciate the thoroughness there. But Blucka, you're good. If you do know the third killer, just don't put it in the chat, please. I don't think you will, but just making sure, because some people at this point would probably say something. I don't think you will. I don't think you would, Blucka, but yeah. So this is just another positive outlook I'm trying to spread here to people who do want to hear it, because some people consider the fact that there's a third person a spoiler, which is why I gave that big lead up and big warning. So just know that even though you know those two names, there's still a killer we don't know, and we don't know their motive, and there's a lot of stuff we still don't know. So keep that in mind. It's still going to be a good movie. It's still a classic whodunit, because we don't know what's going on, man. This dude, Blucka, are you serious? They already said they greenlit another movie? If they did, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but could you link me that either video or article? I hadn't heard that they already greenlit it. Yeah, you still got, and that's the thing. It's possible it's fake. Like I said, I'm not going to say it's 100% real. I think it's likely real, but there's no proof that it's fully real. We do know the studio not green screen, but CGI'd some stuff in. They put Ghostface where Ghostface wasn't. They've removed Ghostface where Ghostface was. They're doing a lot to conceal this. And it's entirely possible that this leak was part of that. I don't know for certain. I know my feeling, but even if it is real, that's what I'm saying. Even if it is real, there's still a lot of stuff that we don't know. And that's the best way to think about this. Forget the spoilers. Think of it that way. There's so much stuff I don't know about this movie. So it's still a whodunit, y'all. Because we still don't know who all done it. Exactly, Michael. And like I said, even there's still one person. There's still one person at least that I don't even know, and I've seen the footage. So, all right, y'all. I don't want to harp on it too much. I just wanted to try to spread some positivity any way I could on this with the leaks, and I know it's hard to think positively after something so unnecessary happened. But I just want to, always look on the bright side of life, if you will. And yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by this live. I know I never planned my lives out. I'm going to start doing that. Case in point, a week from tomorrow, we're going to have a really fun live stream with Steven from Craven Something Scary and Gory from Gory B Movie. Yes, Carrie, that was a Monty Python reference. Blecka, a spinoff about Mickey would be amazing. I've always wanted a Mickey prequel to see what he was up for. My thought on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think it is great for what it had to go through to get made. It switched studios, it switched hands so much. It had so many different cooks in the kitchen, if you will, that I think we got a decent movie out of that. When in other situations similar, the movie didn't turn out so well. But yes, anyways, a week from tomorrow, we're going to have a stream with, as I said, Steven from Craven Something Scary and Gory from Gory B Movie. We're going to be doing a Ghostface bracket where they fight off against each other, and the chat is going to be deciding the winner. We're going to be putting a poll down for each conflict, and it's going to be completely random who's going against each other, and then we're going to narrow it down to the winner. And yeah, it's just going to be fun. We're going to see who's the most the best Ghostface, I guess. Who's the best killer? I don't know. I know who I would want to win, but it's entirely up to the chat when it comes to that. So you should see an announcement for that in the next 2 or 3 days. But yeah, I'm going to be planning that one out. I got some more stuff planned as well. And like I said, once I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the plushie, the Scream 6 plushie from Cinemark, and the Scream 6 reusable cup from Cinemark, which I believe the cup is right here, actually. One second. Oh, there it is. This is the Scream 6 cup, reusable, little Ghostface with some blood on it. The top pops off like this. Pour your drink in there. That's the reusable cup. That's going to be given away on a live stream, as well as the plushie, which is somewhere back there. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, man. They're all sold out everywhere. Anti-hero Ghostface, Blecka. Oh, man. I don't think so. And I kind of don't want Ghostface to get a little bit of redemption, but I don't know. I had a thought the other day about Stu, but I'm not going to go into that. Anyways, y'all, that's once I hit 1,000 subs, be on the lookout, because I will be giving that away, and I'll be giving away the plushie as well. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be giving at the end of the stream, the celebratory stream, or throughout, gonna have some trivia questions. Whoever gets them right first is gonna win. One question for each item, and I'll probably have some other stuff to give away as well. But that's gonna be coming up as soon as I hit 1,000 subs. Next week we got the Ghostface Battle Royale, the War for Woodsboro, the tussle on Turner Lane. So yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna jump off here because I'm gonna be heading over to watch the Lethal Collective stream, like I assume most of y'all are as well. So I will see you over there. Thank you so much for stopping by the live stream. It's always fun to have people to talk with when I have one. And I love you all and have a great week.